Hey, what's going on? My name's Andrew, you can call me Pooch, and I'd like to welcome you to the Less Lonely channel. I know I say it every time, but I'm glad you're here. The following is a story, a vlog, a collection of random clips. I don't really know what to call this, but I wanted to bring you in on the first week of my 30s and how I spent it in New York City. Let's go. How we feeling?
Good.
Ready?
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, baby.
Right. Haven't been on a plane in over a year and a half. You ever seen this car?
Never in Memphis.
Never. All that work and now we're in a empty airport.
We made it.
We made it. How do you think you're gonna last with that mask on your face?
I'll give it 45 more minutes.
We got like 4 hours of traveling ahead of us at least, right?
Masks are hot. Hotter than I thought.
Hotter than he thought.
Traveling is not a good time to test out a new mask.
Oh.
Stick with what you know.
You know that feeling when you've been waiting on something for a really long time? And then when you're finally experiencing it, you really don't know what to do with it. Yeah, that was like me this entire trip. When I tell y'all the hype was real, I am not lying. New York City is my favorite city, period. And going with the homie Keith for my birthday was the best way I knew how to celebrate. So off we went. You going with them?
Thought he was going with me.
I'll say this, it already feels good to be here. I haven't even been in the city yet. I just feel the energy. Ooh, it feels good. And there's Keith. It's time to go. And there she was, the greatest city ever. In my mind, I thought it would be cooler than Memphis in the middle of July, but we were met with something very different.
It's currently so windy. It's just getting in our eyes. It's gonna rain. Whew. It's so windy. My hair just like straight back. I'm gonna start pouring it.
Is it? So we made it just in time, but look at this. That could have been us. The wind was kicking up so bad, all the dirt and debris off the New York City streets was like coming into my face. It was getting in our eyes and in our mouths. Like we were walking to that restaurant, we're just like kind of grossed out. So the first day in New York City, we're met with just intensity. And that was gonna set the pace for the rest of the trip, to be honest with you. First day in New York was a success. I think I'm just gonna vlog the whole trip on a phone. Keep it simple. Take photos with the Canon, vlog with the phone. It's very hot here. We've been sweating since yesterday. So you shower and you just plan to sweat again. And right here, as I watch this footage, I'm kicking myself. Barely vlogged, I barely took photos. And now that I'm home looking back on it, that might be my biggest regret of the trip. When you're only in New York for 4 days, time flies. And so for Keith's last day, we focused on two things: eating
Spicy.
and art. Pause.
We're up on pause. We're sleepy. Oh, we bought stuff. But we're sleepy. So much art. So much art. Y'all, it's been a day. So we ended up getting back to the apartment because it was gonna storm and rain, and it did, and there's been flooding in Manhattan. Now we're going back because it's supposed to get stormy again in about an hour. But we do have one very important thing for tonight.
New York pizza.
We got the pizza. We're gonna feast.
I don't know if y'all remember seeing anything on social media back in July about the rain in New York City. Let me show y'all how crazy it got. Okay, luckily, we were not caught in that mess. We were in Brooklyn, that was happening in Manhattan. We lucked out. But even with that luck, we went so hard that at the end of Keith's last day, things took a turn.
Speck. Learned what speck was. Smoked prosciutto.
Oh, Lord. Pete's not in.
It's not in.
Final night in the city. The day was cut a little short. A lot of rain happened today. Feeling a little tired, but I think all in all, it's been a really good trip.
Solid trip.
Any last words for the camera before you skedaddle in the morning?
If you haven't done New York, do New York.
To New York. That's all there is to it.
Goodbye.
I'm out.
You're out of here.
See if Elsa will let me leave.
Yes.
Oh yeah. It's raining.
Oh, look at that soupy mess. What's the first thing you're gonna do when you get home?
I'm gonna hug my baby.
Hug his baby.
Here we go.
See you, bro. Get out of here.
Alright, love you, man.
Much love. Peace. So what do you do when you finally experience that thing you've been waiting on for so long? I've recently read that happiness is not always found in receiving the thing that you've wanted, but in the work and the effort it takes to get to that thing. In other words, sometimes when we get the things that we want, we're not always happy. Or the happiness just kind of fades away sooner. On my last day, I was worried if I had done enough to enjoy myself, the company I was with, and the city that I love so much. I got to spend the day alone, and as I processed and thought through, I remembered one more thing that was on my list to do.
That guy dropped me off at the wrong spot, but almost there. I want to show you something. Something I've been literally looking forward to this whole trip. I want to see this place. It means a lot to me. I'll explain why. 71 degrees and it's still freaking hot. Ended up wearing shorts because your boy sweats too much. That right there, that's where it all started. Me. He inspired me. That's where it is. Right there.
Most of you probably know what that building was, but for those of you who don't, that is 368 Broadway, also known as Casey Neistat's studio. I couldn't get in, and he wasn't there, but none of that matters. You see, Casey's the reason why I got into vlogging, shooting videos, making movies. I don't know, this might sound a little weird, but to visit the studio, to stand on the street that I'd seen so many times in so many different YouTube videos, felt symbolic. I don't know, is that weird? It doesn't matter if it's weird or not, because after that moment, I felt that I had really done New York to the best of my ability. I felt a level of content, and I use it as a marker to keep going, keep creating, and pursue what I love to do. You know, I guess it's a pretty cool way to wrap up my 20s.
Just for the record, it's like 4:20. I have been up since 4 o'clock, so I'm proud of myself because I was 75% worried that I might oversleep past my alarm. Uber will be here in just a few minutes, so time for a hat, you know, gotta get ready. Long day of travel ahead of me.
got bumped up to an earlier flight. I thought I was gonna be in Chicago for 4 hours, so instead I'm just gonna go home soon. I'm actually really excited. I was feeling very homesick. Feels good. Love Chicago, but didn't want to be here for 4 hours. Made it home safe and sound. Thanks for watching. It's good to be back. Peace.
And that, my friends, is a wrap. Thank you so much for being with me on my creative journey. Thanks for the love on the recent video. I'm glad to see that you guys have enjoyed that. If you want to feel less lonely on your creative journey, then I'd recommend liking, commenting, and then ultimately subscribing so you can be a part of my creative journey and I can be a part of yours. We can be creative together and feel less lonely. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.